Alarm goes off, I'm already on my feet. No snooze button, living, no admitting defeat. Chalk on my hands and fire in my chest. Zero excuses given, put my will to the test. Woke up hungry while the city was asleep. Promises I made and promises I keep. They talk about the weather, talk about the traffic jam. I don't wanna hear the reasons, I don't care about the scam. Every rep's a statement, every set's a vow. Yesterday is gone, the only time is now. Cold gym morning, but the irons calling loud. I answer with the barbell and I move it like a plow. Excuses are the currency of people staying small. I went bankrupt on excuses, now I'm cashing in it all. Pain is just a toll booth on the highway to the throne. I pay it every morning and I pay it on my own. Don't tell me that it's raining, I will train inside the storm. Don't tell me that I'm making. Pain is how the strong are born. Don't tell me about tomorrow, I am living in today. Stack the plates and load the bar. Get out of my way. Zero excuses given, none taken, none sold. I turn my iron minutes into medals of gold. Sweat on the floor is the ink of my story. Every single rap is a page of my glory. No alibis, no maybes, no waiting on a sign. Zero excuses given, the victory's mine. Lift it up, live it loud, cross the line. Second set, heavy in my shoulders start to shake. This is where the quitters make their favorite mistake. They put the weight down when the fire starts to burn. But the burn's they only teacher and I came here to learn. I got a list of all the times I let myself down. I read it every morning so I never wear that crown. Discipline's a language and I speak it fluent now. Consistency's my kingdom, sweat drips off my brow. They ask me for the secret, ask me for the plan. It's showing up daily, being more than what I am. No shortcut, no hack, no magic in a jar. Just me against the morning, just me against the bar. Don't tell me that it's raining, I would train inside the storm. Don't tell me that I'm making. Pain is how the strong are born. Don't tell me about tomorrow, I am living in today. Stack the plates and load the bar. Get out of my way. Zero excuses given, none taken, none sold. I turn my iron minutes into medals of gold. Sweat on the floor is the ink of my story. Every single rep is a page of my glory. No alibis, no maybes, no waiting on the sign. Zero excuses given, the victory's mine. Lift it up, live it loud, cross the line. When the bar gets heavy, that's the moment I begin. When my lungs are burning, that's the oxygen to win. Everybody's got a reason, everybody's got a why not. I got a fire in my rib cage, burning white hot. One more excuses, one more chain around my neck. I cut them all this morning, now there's nothing left to check. So watch me while I work, watch the empire I raise. Built from zero excuses and 10,000 hard days. That's it, dead legs, heartbeat like a drum. This is where the future gets divided from the dumb. I see my own reflection in the dumb but rack steel. Asking if I want it, asking if it's real. I answer with a war cry, answer with the grind. Leave 1,000 weak excuses in the graveyard behind. The clock says I'm finished, but my spirit says one more. So I load another plate and leave my doubt on the floor. Tomorrow I'll be back before the sun says hello. Same bar, same fire, same relentless flow. Call it a blessing, I just call it being free. Zero excuses given is the making of me. Don't tell me that it's raining, I will train inside the storm. Don't tell me that I'm making. Pain is how the strong are born. Don't tell me about tomorrow, I am living in today. Stack the plates and load the bar. Get out of my way. Zero excuses given, none taken, none sold. I turn my iron minutes into medals of gold. Sweat on the floor is the ink of my story. Every single rep is a page of my glory. No alibis, no maybes, no waiting on a sign. Zero excuses given, the victory's mine. Lift it up, live it loud, cross the line. given, I will never quit. The morning will return and it knows where I'll be. Under heavy iron, getting closer to free. No excuses in my pockets, only calluses and pride. Zero excuses given till the day that I die. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Heat in the furnace, hammer coming down. Every scar's a signature, every drop a crown. They wonder how I'm solid when the world applies the squeeze. Forged under pressure, built from times like these. Whoa. Yeah, I was raw material, nothing special in the ore. Life turned up the temperature and showed me to the door. Deadlines and the debt and the doubters in my ear. Could've melted down, but I decided to appear. Every heavy morning was a hammer on my frame. Every cold rejection was a cold into the flame. The gym became my anvil and the barbell was the forge. I shaped myself in silence while the weak were on the gorge. Pressure makes the diamond, pressure breaks the shell. What you made, it shows the day the easy options fail. I took the crushing weight and made it part of my design. Now the heavy days have broke them all, the days that make me shine. Turn the flame up higher, I was born inside the blaze. Still remembers every strike from all the harder days. Bend me, I snap back, strike me, I ring true. Pressure only proves what I was always coming to. Forged under pressure, hammered into shape. What was meant to break me became the great escape. Fire in the furnace, iron in my veins. Every ounce of struggle got converted into gains. I don't feel it heavy, I was made below the weight. Forged under pressure, I'm the steel they couldn't break. 4 AM and freezing, hands around the bar. Thinking about the doubters, thinking about the scars. Every plate I'm loading is a problem that I lift. Every rep's a hammer blow, correcting all the drift. They handed me the pressure like it's supposed to make me fold. Put it on my shoulders and I squatted with the load. Stress is just a signal that the forge is running hot. Comfort never made a blade, it leaves you soft to rock. I got carbon in my spirit, got a temper in my soul. Quits 1,000 failures till my edges took control. The hammer doesn't hate the steel, it's making it a sword. So I think the heavy ceases for the sharpness they afford. Up higher, I was born inside the blaze. Still remembers every strike from all the harder days. Bend me, I snap back, strike me, I ring true. Pressure only proves what I was always coming to. Forged under pressure, hammered into shape. What was meant to break me became the great escape. Fire in the furnace, iron in my veins. Every ounce of struggle got converted into gains. I don't feel it heavy, ay. I was made below the weight. Forged under pressure, ay. I'm the steel they couldn't break. When the walls are closing in, I widen my stance. When the odds are stacked against me, I see a second chance. Pressure is a privilege only given to the strong. The furnace only calls the ones who knew it all along. So pile it on my back and watch me straighten out my spine. Every crushing kilo is another upward climb. I was never fragile, I was always meant for this. Born inside the fire with a hammer in my fist. Now the blade is finished, but the forging never ends. Every week a new fire, every set my temper bends. I walk into the weight room like a smith into the smoke, ready for the work that turns the iron into oak. They see the shine and ask me if I ever hit the wall. I tell them walls are anvils, I got flattened by them all. And every time I crumbled, I recast a better mold. Pour myself in molten and I hardened into gold. The pressure never stops and honestly I hope it won't. Because ones who need it easy get the trophies that they don't. I'll be here in the furnace when tomorrow brings the strain. Forged under pressure, and reforged again. Fire, I was born inside the blaze. Still remembers every strike from all the harder days. Bend me, I snap back, strike me, I ring true. Pressure only proves what I was always coming to. Forged under pressure, hammered into shape. What was meant to break me became the great escape. Fire in the furnace, iron in my veins. Every ounce of struggle got converted into gains. I don't feel it heavy, ay. I was made below the weight. Forged under pressure, ay. I'm the steel they couldn't break. Let the ember settle, let the anvil cool tonight. The steel is only stronger for surviving the fight. Tomorrow win, because pressure's just the process of becoming who I've been. Forged under pressure, signed in sweat and flame. When you hear the iron ringing, you'll remember my name. They said I couldn't do it, so I did it twice. Every whisper in the shadows paid the market price. Volume of the critics fading under iron sound. Silence the doubt, put it 6 feet down. I remember every laugh when I said what I would be. Every smirk across the table, every doubt they fed to me. They measured my potential with the ruler made of fear. I took their tape and snapped it, then I signed up for the year. The voice inside my head was the loudest of them all. Said the weight would surely crush me, said I stumble, said I fall. So I dragged it to the weight room, made it watch me every set. Made it count my reps out loud until it choked on its regret. Doubt is just a squatter living rent free in your skull. I evicted mine this morning when the bar came off the pole. Now the only voice remaining is the one that says attack, and it echoes through the building when the plates go clack. Turn the noise to static, turn the static into fuel. Every doubter is a treadmill, I just use them like a tool. When the chatter gets loud, I live louder still. Silence isn't empty, it's the sound of my will. Silence the doubt, let the iron do the talking. Dead weight rising while the naysayers gawking. I don't argue with the shadows, I outwork them in the light. Every rep's a rebuttal, every set puts up a fight. Watch the noise go quiet when the results walk in. Silence the doubt, let the games begin. My own reflection used to be my biggest enemy. Staring back and asking who I really thought I'd be. I answered with the training log, 100 pages deep. Receipts of every promise that I swore that I would keep. The doubt came dressed as logic, saying rest another day. Saying no one really notices, saying walk away. But I noticed and that's everything, the mirror keeps the score. So I lace my shoes in silence and I walk back through the door. Progress is the only sound that doubt can't imitate. A blade added to the ball that speaks louder than debate. So when my demons get to talking like they know my ceiling's low, I just add another 20 and I watch them lose the flow. Turn the static into fuel. Every doubter is a treadmill, I just use them like a tool. When the chatter gets loud, I live louder still. Silence isn't empty, it's the sound of my will. Silence the doubt, let the iron do the talking. Dead weight rising while the naysayers gawking. I don't argue with the shadows, I outwork them in the light. Every rep's a rebuttal, every step puts up a fight. Watch the noise go quiet when the results walk in. Silence the doubt, let the games begin. Quiet now, listen, that's the sound of me arriving. Heartbeat like a war drum, kept the engine driving. All the ones who counted me, I lost count of my reps. All the ones who slept on me got trampled by my steps. I don't need a megaphone, I gotta be a bell. I don't need the last word, my deadlift speaks it well. That was just a doorman standing at the gate. I walk past him smiling, carrying the weight. Now the same ones who doubted wanna ask me for the plan, wanna know about the program, wanna shake my calloused hand. I don't hold a grudge, I hold a barbell overhead, and I let the iron answer all the words they never said. The doubt still comes to visit on the days I'm feeling low. It's a lifetime membership, that's just the way it goes. But now it's just that quiet in the corner of the room, because it knows the second that it speaks, I hit a new max soon. Every champion has heard it, every legend knows the sting. The difference is the great ones make the doubt a sparring thing. So thank you to the voices that were betting on my fall. You built the strongest part of me, the part that proved you all. The static, turn the static into fuel. Every doubter is a treadmill, I just use them like a tool. When the chatter gets loud, I live louder still. Silence isn't empty, it's the sound of my will. Silence the doubt, let the iron do the talking. Dead weight rising while the naysayers gawking. I don't argue with the shadows, I outwork them in the light. Every rep's a rebuttal, every step puts up a fight. Watch the noise go quiet when the results walk in. Silence the doubt, let the games begin. the doubt and outlive the rest. Bell rings, knees weak, but I'm standing tall. Corner throwing towels, but I won't let them fall. Heart says continue when the body says done. One more round, that's how the war is won. One more round. Hey, 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 go. Hey. One more round. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Round one was easy, I was dancing on my toes. Round five got heavy, took some shots upon the nose. That's a 12-round title fight that never rings the final bell. And the judges don't take pity on the stories that you tell. I've been dropped a couple times, saw the canvas up close. Heard the ref begin to counting like he's reading me a ghost. But something in my chest said, get up off the floor. You didn't come this far to only come this far. Get more. So I rose up on an 8 count with my gloves against my chin. Spit the blood out of my mouth and wore a battle-ready grin. Cause the fighting really scored on all the times you knocked around. And scored on if you're willing to go one more round. When my arms are getting heavy and my legs are turning stone. When the crowd has left the building and I'm fighting all alone. That's the moment, champions separate from the crowd. Ring the bell, ring it loud. One more round. One more round. When the lungs are on fire. One more round. When the legs they retire. Get up, gloves up, hard out the mud. Every drop of sweat's another medal in my blood. The fight isn't over till I say it's over now. One more round. One more. In the weight room it's the same, the last set is the fight. The barbell is the opponent and it's swinging with the mic. My muscles throwing warnings, my grip about to slip. But I heard the corner shouting, keep your hands up on the shit. One more rep is one more round, the philosophy's the same. You either quit when it gets ugly or you elevate the game. Fatigue is just a rumor that your body likes to spread. I fact check it with my spirit and I push the bar instead. Every champ was once a challenger who wouldn't leave the ring. Every legend was a nobody who wouldn't quit the thing. So when the time is blinking zero and my tank's supposed to drown, I reset the clock and holler, one more round. When my arms are getting heavy and my legs are turning stone. When the crowd has left the building and I'm fighting all alone. It's the moment, champions separate from the crowd. Ring the bell, ring it loud. One more round. One more round. When the lungs are on fire. One more round. When the legs they retire. Get up, gloves up, hard out the mud. Every drop of sweat's another medal in my blood. The fight isn't over till I say it's over now. One more round. One more round. It's not about the knockout, it's about the getting up. It's not about the trophy, it's the filling of the cup. 8 seconds on the canvas taught me more than any win. The losses wrote the chapters where the comebacks begin. So when life swings a haymaker aiming at my dreams, I slip it, count it, double up and burst apart the seams. They can have the early rounds, I'm built for the late. I'm strongest in the moments when the weak abbreviate. Final round, last set, the arena in my mind. Every version of my past self cheering from behind. The kid who started shaking with the empty bar alone. The man who kept on showing up through every broken bone. This one's for the mornings when the bed felt like a trap. For the nights I trained on empty, running fumes out of the gap. I stack my scars like sandbags and I brace against the storm. Cause pain is temporary but surrender keeps you warm. And I refuse the blanket, I refuse the easy chair. I'd rather lose it swinging than to win it sitting there. So sound the final bell and let the iron make the sound. My answer never changes. One more round. My arms are getting heavy and my legs are turning stone. The crowd has left the building and I'm fighting all alone. It's the moment, champions separate from the crowd. Ring the bell, ring it loud. One more round. One more round. When the lungs are on fire. One more round. When the legs they retire. Get up, gloves up, hard out the mud. Every drop of sweat's another medal in my blood. The fight isn't over till I say it's over now. One more round. One more round. Never lose, that's the code I found. See you at the bell. One more round. No crown was ever handed. Every throne was built, brick by brick in silence, drop by drop of guilt. I don't own a castle, but I rule this floor. Welcome to the empire. Sweat is at the door. In the basement full of dust, one rusty bar, two mismatched plates, and one man I could trust. The mirror was my senate and the clock was my decree. Every session was a conquest of the man I used to be. No inheritance, no shortcut, no royal family name, just a kingdom built from calluses and loyalty to pain. I tasked myself in effort, paid the tribute every day, while the tourists of the fitness world would visit and then stray. My territory's measured out in chalk dust and in miles. My anthem is the clanging and the grinding and the trials. They inherit their positions I earned every yard I get, stone by stone and rep by rep, an empire of sweat. Raise the banners high, let the barbells ring. Every drop that hits the floor is the coronation of a king. No armies at my command, just the will I've kept. I conquer myself daily. That's the empire of sweat. Empire of sweat, built it with my hands. Every beat a soldier, every scar a land. I don't wear a crown, I wear the iron's mark, ruling every morning from the dark before the dawn. No one gave me nothing, so there's nothing to regret. Long live the grind, the empire of sweat. Every empire's got a history of battles that it fought. Mine are written in the notebooks of the maxes that I sought. The civil wars inside me when the motivation died. The sieges of the winners when I trained with frozen pride. I expanded my dominion one discipline at a time. Annexed the early mornings, made consistency a shrine. My generals are habits, my cavalry is grit. My fortress is a squad rack, and I never will submit. The rebellion of my weaknesses, I crushed it in its bed. Every lazy insurrection, I beheaded it with bread. So when they write my chronicle, let every line reflect. He never missed a Monday in the empire of sweat. Raise the banners high, let the barbells ring. Every drop that hits the floor is the coronation of a king. No armies at my command, just the will I've kept. I conquer myself daily. That's the empire of sweat. Empire of sweat, built it with my hands. Every beat a soldier, every scar a land. I don't wear a crown, I wear the iron's mark, ruling every morning from the dark before the dawn. No one gave me nothing, so there's nothing to regret. Long live the grind, the empire of sweat. Empires of gold will crumble, empires of fame will fall, but the empire built of discipline outlives them all. You can't loot my treasury, the vault is in my chest. You can't burn my capital, it's carried in my breath. When I'm gone, they'll find no statues, just a legacy of proof that a man can build a monarchy from nothing but the truth. The truth of heavy mornings and the courage to commit. An empire isn't taking it, built from every bed. Now the young ones join my weight room like the pilgrims to the shrine, asking how I built the shoulders, how I made the numbers climb. I tell them there's no secret door, no hidden marble stair, just 10,000 quiet mornings that the empire made me swear. I showed them my first notebook with the shaky beginner's page, proof that every emperor once trembled on the stage. Our empire's lost this morning with the first drop on the floor, with the choice to keep on going when your lungs declare a war. So pick your barbell scepter, claim your kingdom, mark your ground. Let the iron be a herald, let your breathing be the sound. And decades from this moment, when they ask you what you did, say I built an empire of sweat, and I ruled it as a kid. Raise the banners high, let the barbells ring. Every drop that hits the floor is the coronation of a king. No armies in my command, just the will I've kept. I conquer myself daily. That's the empire of sweat. Empire of sweat, built it with focus in my stare, emotion checked in at the door. Distraction isn't there, the bar doesn't feel excuses, and the plates don't feel appeal. When the pressure hits the boiling point, I'm colder than steel. Everybody's running hot, tempers flaring in the streets. Egos throwing tantrums when they're facing their defeats. Me, I run refrigerated, calculated, calm, heart rate steady 40 when I'm walking through the bomb. I learned it in the weight room where the panic gets you hurt, where a shaky mind will fold you when you're grinding through the dirt. The iron taught me stillness, taught me breathe before the storm, taught me heat is wasted energy and cools the strongest form. While they're arguing with gravity, I quietly comply. Then I make it my accomplice as the numbers multiply. No rage in my ritual, just precision in the deal. 1,000 pounds of pressure and I'm colder than steel. Freeze the fear, freeze the doubt, freeze the noise outside. Let the world combust, I'll be the glacier in the slide. The harder it gets, the harder I chill. Colder than steel, stronger than will. Colder than steel, when the fire's climbing higher. Calm in the chaos, ice inside the wire. They melt under pressure, I crystallize. 0 degrees in the heat of the rise. Nothing shakes the frozen when the frozen is the real. Colder than steel. Colder than steel. Last set of the evening, everything's on the line. The crowd inside my head is screaming, quit it, you'll be fine. But the coldest part of winter is the part that makes it clear. Only frozen focused fighters ever make it out of here. I've seen strong men lose the nervous, missing talent, choke on hype. Seen the loudest in the warm-up disappear before the light. So I train my pulse to whisper when the moment starts to scream. Made my nervous system bulletproof, a cold and quiet machine. Pressure is the temperature and I control the dial. I've been underneath avalanches, holding weight the while. So whatever you can throw at me, whatever you reveal, I'll receive it and I wreck it. Colder than steel. Freeze the fear, freeze the doubt, freeze the noise outside. Let the world combust, I'll be the glacier in the slide. The harder it gets, the harder I chill. Colder than steel, stronger than will. Colder than steel, when the fire's climbing higher. Calm in the chaos, ice inside the wire. They melt under pressure, I crystallize. 0 degrees in the heat of the rise. Nothing shakes the frozen when the frozen is the real. Colder than steel. Yeah, yeah. Colder than steel. Yeah. They mistake my quiet for a man who doesn't care, but the stillest water's deepest and the cold is always there. I don't waste a heartbeat, I don't spill a drop of force. Every ounce of my emotion gets recycled at the source. The furnace makes a steel, but the quench is what completes. You're not finished by the fire, you are finished when it sleeps. So bring your boiling chaos, bring your hurricane of heat. I'll be standing in the middle, frozen solid on my feet. Morning comes in grayscale, frost across the glass. Most will hit the snooze and let the golden window pass. I'm already moving breath like smoke into the air. Cold gym, cold bar, cold truth, I'm there. The warm-up sets a handshake, the working sets a vow. The PR is a treaty that the iron signs right now. No celebration, screaming, just a nod and load the next. Emotion is expensive. Another mission finished, tomorrow brings one more. Keep your fire for the fireworks, I'll keep my ice for war. The cold is a companion I've been training with before. When the heat of life is coming, and it's asking how you feel, answer like the winter, colder than steel. Colder than steel. Hear the footsteps, thunder, feel the concrete shake. Giants in the making with an appetite to take. Shoulder to shoulder, we were built for the climb. The march of the Titans, one rep at a time. Keepers of the code, the ones who chose the mountain when they offered us the road. Every gym across the planet, every garage with a rack. There's a titan in the making with the world up on their back. We don't march for the medals, we don't march for the fame. We march because the movement is the fire in the frame. Left foot discipline, right foot desire. Every single step a little higher through the mire. The drums are made of bottles and the horns are made of breath. The battle hymn is silence and the enemy is rest. Fall in line with the relentless, leave the comfortable behind. The march of the Titans is a state of mind. Can you hear it coming like a rumble in the ground? A generation rising with a heavyweight sound. Like you step to the rhythm of the ones who climb. The Titans are marching, it's about that time. March of the Titans, shaking the earth. Every step a testament, proving our worth. We carry the mountains that were meant to bury us. Forward, forever, victorious. Banners of iron in the morning light. March of the Titans, join the fight. I met a Titan once, she was 70 years young, still deadlifting the doubters with the anthem on her tongue. Met another in a wheelchair with the grip strength of a vice. Proof the march ain't about legs, it's about the sacrifice. See the columns always moving through the setbacks in the snow. Through the seasons of the plateau where the numbers barely grow. We absorb the fallen stragglers, put their weight up on our spine. Cause a Titan never conquers just to leave the rest behind. Every generation hands the barbell to the next. With the knowledge and the calluses encouraging the flex. So when my grip is gone and my marching days retire, I'll be cheering from the sideline, throwing fuel upon a fire. Can you hear it coming like a rumble in the ground? A generation rising with a heavyweight sound. Like you step to the rhythm of the ones who climb. The Titans are marching, it's about that time. March of the Titans, shaking the earth. Every step a testament, proving our worth. We carry the mountains that were meant to bury us. Forward, forever, victorious. Banners of iron in the morning light. March of the Titans, join the fight. One foot, then the other, that's the whole design. No Titan never teleported up the incline. The myth says we were born like this. The truth says we were forged on the anvils of the ordinary mornings we absorb. So if you're standing at the bottom looking up at what we are, understand we started smaller and we started twice as far. The columns got a place for you, the rhythm's easy learned. It's one rep and another, that's how marching is earned. Now the horizon's calling and the columns rolling deep past the graveyards of the promises that others didn't keep. We salute the fallen efforts, every quitter had a spark. But the march only remembers those who move it through the dark. So tighten up your laces, chalk your hands and check your heart. The distance doesn't matter, what matters is you start. The Titans aren't giants, that's the secret of the song. They're the ordinary soldiers who just marched a little long. And somewhere down the decades when your shadow's 10 feet tall, you'll pass a struggling stranger with the back against the wall. Extend the hand of iron, pull them up into the line. Cause the march of the Titans is yours and mine. Can you hear it coming like a rumble in the ground? A generation rising with a heavyweight sound. Like you step to the rhythm of the ones who climb. The Titans are marching, it's about that time. March of the Titans, shaking the earth. Every step a testament, proving our worth. We carry the mountains that were meant to bury us. Forward, forever, victorious. Banners of iron in the morning light. March of the Titans, join the fight. tall, let your heartbeat keep the time, the march of the Titans. One rep at a time. Yeah, headphones on, the world goes mute. Opinions bouncing off me like they're shooting at a shoot. They can talk until they're breathless, I can't hear a single word. Deaf to the critics, flying like a bird. Flying like a bird. Yeah, they critique my form before I ever touched the bar. Said the dream I had was reaching just a little bit too far. Had a panel of experts who would never left the couch, grading every effort from the comfort of they slouch. I used to collect opinions like this pants inside a book. Let a stranger's little comment change the way my future look. Till I realized the critics never bleed inside the ring. They just narrate from the nosebleeds while the fighters do the thing. So I canceled my subscription to the chatter and the take. Traded commentary volume for the sound the barbells make. Now my playlist full of iron and my inbox full of gangs. And the noise that used to scare me can't get access to my brains. Turn the volume down on the peanut gallery. Their words don't lift the weight, don't pay my salary. I hear the bar, I hear my breath, that's the only sound. Deaf to the critics, but my results are loud. Deaf to the critics, blind to the shade. All of that opinion never touched what I made. Talk is a breeze, but the iron is a storm. I let the numbers argue while my body keeps warm. Say what you want, I can't hear it now. Deaf to the critics, taking my bow. My grandfather told me, boy, the dogs will always bark, but the caravan keeps moving through the daylight in the dark. Every great one had a chorus of the doubters at the gate. Every statue in the courtyard heard the pigeons in the hay. You can be the rapper's peach on every branch inside the grove, and you still find somebody who's allergic to the code. So I quit the people pleasing like a bad gym habit drop. Started training for the mirror and the clock can never stop. Criticism's only useful when it comes from in the pit, from the ones who chalk their hands up and who know the taste of grit. Everything outside of that is weather, let it rain. I'll be underneath the squad rack turning static in the strain. Turn the volume down on the peanut gallery. The words don't lift the weight, don't pay my salary. I hear the bar, I hear my breath, that's the only sound. Deaf to the critics, but my results are loud. Deaf to the critics, blind to the shade. All of that opinion never touched what I made. Talk is a breeze, but the iron is a storm. I let the numbers argue while my body keeps warm. Say what you want, I can't hear it now. Deaf to the critics, taking my bow. Silence, can you feel it? It's a fortress and a friend. It's the motor around the focus that I built to defend. Every king needs a castle, every fighter needs a corner. Every dream needs a bouncer, keeping out the false informers. I'm not cold, I'm just guarded where it matters in the mind. Got a VIP for builders and the exit for the blind. If you come with bricks, I'll hand you the trowel and the plan. If you come with bricks to throw, you can keep them in your hand. Funny thing about the critics, when the winning has begun, they rewrite their own predictions like they knew I'd be the one. The same mouths that said I couldn't, now are asking how I did. And I answer with the shoulder shrug, the same one from a kid. Cause I didn't do it for them and I didn't do it spite. I just did it cause the fire in my chest said it was right. The applause is just as empty as the booze, I understand. Both of them are weather systems, need the moves of land. So to every single youngster with a dream they call too big, let them laugh, let them label, let them tell you what to dig. Put your headphones on the future, let your effort make the sound. Be deaf to the critics and married to the ground. Turn the volume down on the peanut gallery. Their words don't lift the weight, don't pay my salary. I hear the bar, I hear my breath, that's the only sound. Deaf to the critics, but my results are loud. Deaf to the critics, blind to the shade. All of that opinion never touched what I made. Talk is a breeze, but the iron is a storm. I let the numbers argue while my body keeps warm. Say what you want, I can't hear it now. Deaf to the critics, taking my bow. The comment section's racing, but the gym is calm and still. One of them builds nothing, one is building will. I'll take my quiet corner with the chalk dust in the air, over every hot opinion that evaporates the air. History only interviews the ones who held their ground. To the critics, glory bound. Glory bound. I heard the lynx snapping in the middle of the night. Every habit that had held me lost its grip, lost a fight. Stand up out of the shadow, walk out through the door. These hands broke the shackles, say no more. Chains of sugar, chains of strolling, chains of maybe next week plans. Chains I welded on my own with my very own two hands. Nobody had to lock me up, I volunteered my wrists. Traded muscles for the couch and traded sunrise for a miss. Till the day I caught my shadow looking heavier than me. And I asked the man inside it if he liked captivity. He said freedom's on the far side of the hardest thing you'll do. So I bought a pair of trainers and I swore an oath or two. First workout was a riot, every muscle waged a war. But I heard the first link crack and I wanted more. Swinging at the lock, every drop of sweat eroding at the rock. I wasn't born a captive and I won't die on the floor. Swing again, swing harder. Say no more, say no more. Hear the shackles hit the ground. I'm running with the freedom that I lost and then I found. The prison had no walls, just the limits in my head. I demolished them with iron, built a temple there instead. Once I dragged my chains, now I live and I soar. Broke free. Let me talk about the chains that don't jingle when you walk. The opinions of your family, the discouragement they talk. The teacher's low prediction and the ex who said you're soft. The algorithm feeding you the life of someone's loft. I was shackled to comparison to save to someone's feed. Measuring my chapter 1 against their chapter 53. But the barbell doesn't scroll, it just asks me what I got. And the mirror doesn't filter and it never likes a box. So I built myself a dungeon where I go to get free. Sounds like contradiction, but the iron holds the key. Cause the man who lifted everything he thought he couldn't lift walks out of every prison with his freedom as the gift. Every rep's a hammer swinging at the lock. Every drop of sweat eroding at the rock. I wasn't born a captive and I won't die on the floor. Swing again, swing harder. Say no more, say no more. Hear the shackles hit the ground. I'm running with the freedom that I lost and then I found. The prison had no walls, just the limits in my head. I demolished them with iron, built a temple there instead. Once I dragged my chains, now I lift and I soar. Broke free forever. Chained, Lord. Yeah, listen to the clatter, that's the sound of falling steel. Not the kind that's on the barbell, but the kind that's not real. The imaginary fences and invisible gates. The stories that we tell ourselves that masquerade as fate. I keep one link on my keychain from the man I used to be. Not a trophy, just a memory of the cost of being free. Cause freedom isn't given and freedom isn't found. It's fortune every morning that you stand your ground. Now I sprint on open roads where I used to drag my feet. Every mile's a declaration, every hill's a title meet. I wait before the warden, before the old alarm. With the fire in my belly and the iron on my arm. And the people from the cell blocks, some are watching through the fence. Some are laughing, some are curious, and some are climbing. Since I throw the hammer over, let them break their own locks too. Cause a breathing free in others is the noblest thing to do. The chains are in a landfill with my limits and my doubts. My ceiling's now a skylight and my whispers now a shout. If you hear this in the darkness, dragging weight across the floor, stand up, swing a hammer, be chained no more. Every rep's a hammer swinging at the lock. Every drop of sweat eroding kingdom where the loyal subjects clang. 45s for royal jewels, a chalk cloud for a bang. No velvet on this throne, just knurling on the track. Bow down to nobody, king of the rack. Woo! King of the rack. 6 a.m. coronation, no cameras, no press. Just a man and his devotion in the sweat-stained chest. I inherited no title, I usurped it from my sloth. Overthrew the lazy monarchy and burned the couch's cloth. My court is full of lifters, every rank and every age. The squat wreck is the castle and the platform is the stage. We don't fight for territory, we conquer what's within. Every kingdom that I capture is a battle over him. The old me, the soft me, the me who hit decline. I dethrone him every morning when I get beneath the line. Heavy is the head, they say that wears the crown of kings. Heavier the barbell, so my head does harder things. Raise the bar like a banner, let the plates parade. Every morning is a coup against the man I was yesterday. The throne isn't given, you take it and you track. Long live the discipline, king of the rack. King of the rack, crowned in iron and chalk. My scepter is a barbell and my kingdom hears me walk. I rule with consistency, my law is the grind. No peasant to my pressure, no slave to my mind. The throne's under the barbell and I'm taking it back. Kneel to your excuses or be king of the rack. Every kingdom's got its jesters laughing at the crown, saying all this royal talk is just a man who won't sit down. But they've never felt the ceremony of a final rep, never heard the standing ovation of a breath you kept. There's a nobility and effort that no bloodline can bestow. A knighthood in the moment when you conquer status quo. I seen janitors and surgeons share the platform like twins, cause the iron doesn't care about the tax bracket you're in. This kingdom's democratic, every subject can ascend. The dues are paid in sweat equity, compounding without end. So bring your humble beginnings, bring your doubt as your gift. The coronation happens every time you choose to live. Raise the bar like a banner, let the plates parade. Every morning is a coup against the man I was yesterday. The throne isn't given, you take it and you track. Long live the discipline, king of the rack. King of the rack, crowned in iron and chalk. My scepter is a barbell and my kingdom hears me walk. I rule with consistency, my law is the grind. No peasant to my pressure, no slave to my mind. The throne's under the barbell and I'm taking it back. Kneel to your excuses or be king of the rack. A true king serves the kingdom, not the other way around. So I serve my body faithfully, I till the muscle ground. I pay tribute to my tendons with the warm-up and the stretch. I negotiate with gravity on every single rep. And when the young pretenders come to challenge for the throne, I don't guard it with the moat, I show them how it's grown. Cause a dynasty of lifters is the legacy I choose. Every king I help to crown is a kingdom I can't lose. One day my reign will end the way that every reign must do. The bar will feel too heavy and my lifting days be through. But abdication isn't failure when the succession set. I'll hand my crown to calluses to kids I haven't met. They'll find my chalky fingerprints on records that they chase. They'll break my every number and I'll cheer them to their place. Cause the kingdom never dies if the culture carries on. Every rep's a brick eternal in a castle never gone. So tonight I rule the rack with the thunder in my hands. Tomorrow I defend it, that's the law of iron lands. And when history reviews me, may it write up on the plaque. He showed up every morning, the king of the rack. Raise the bar like a banner, let the plates parade. Every morning is a coup against the man I was yesterday. The throne isn't given, you take it and you track. Long live the discipline, king of the rack. shoulders, turbines in my chest, diesel in my discipline, no, I don't know rest. Red line on the treadmill, truck behind the scenes, stoke the furnace, feed the fire, fuel the machine. Fuel the machine. Yeah, I'm an engine built from effort, every cylinder is earned, every horsepower's a lesson from a bridge that I have burned. The chassis took some damage on the road to where I am, but I hammered out the dents and retorqued every cam. My fuel is not the facey stuff, no premium mystique. It's oatmeal, eggs, and stubbornness on wheel that doesn't leak. I run on delayed gratification, I tame of the guys, while the shortcut engine sputter, I'm defying all the odds. Maintenance is secret, sleeps the oil change I keep. Recovery's the pit stop where the horsepower runs deep. They ask me what's my motor, how I redline every scene. It's purpose in the pistons. Fuel the machine. Ignition at the sunrise, throttle to the floor. Every rep's combustion, hear the engine roar. No brakes on the mission, wipe the gauges clean. All systems firing. Fuel the machine. Fuel the machine, feed the fire inside. Horsepower rising with every stride. Build not bought, every bolt of me. Running on the fumes of who I swore I'd be. Red line living, burning gasoline. Full throttle forward. Fuel the machine. Every machine needs input, so watch what you consume. Not just the food you swallow, but the voices in the room. My premium, my playlist, kayak-tane in my ears. I filter rap the pessimist, the static in the beers. Cause garbage in is garbage of the oldest law of code. You can't expect a rocket when you're fueling with the toad. So I curate my intake like a coochie at the race. Books that build the engine and the people who keep pace. My garage is full of Mentos, my manual's made of scars. My dashboard's full of goals lit up like little racing stars. And when the check engine light it out, blitz on the screen, I diagnose it with the deadlift. Fuel the machine. Ignition at the sunrise, throttle to the floor. Every rep's combustion, hear the engine roar. No brakes on the mission, wipe the gauges clean. All systems firing. Fuel the machine. Fuel the machine, feed the fire inside. Horsepower rising with every stride. Built not bought, every bolt of me. Running on the fuels of who I swore I'd be. Red line living, burning gasoline. Full throttle forward. Fuel the breakdowns happen, engine stall. I've been on the shoulder too. Hood up in the pouring rain with nothing left to do. But the machine is only finished when you leave it in the lot. So I jump my own battery with everything I got. Tow trucks, suffer quitters, I rebuilt on the road. Swap my broken parts for iron, recalibrated load. Now the motor hums a warning to the hills that lie ahead. You can slow me to a crawl, but this machine ain't dead. One day this frame will rust like every classic ever built. But I'd rather rust for mileage than to ride away from guilt. I want odometer numbers that they can't believe are real. A lifetime full of journeys with my hands upon the wheel. So I service my tomorrow with the workouts of today. Grease the joints with mobility and stretch the miles away. The young machines fly past me, sometimes engines full of flash. I just smile from my lane because consistency don't crash. It's the tortoise with the turbo, it's the marathon of steel. It's the daily little upgrades that make horsepower real. When they finally park me somewhere underneath the evergreen, let the epitaph read simply, he fueled the machine. Ignition at the sunrise, throttle to the floor. Every rep's combustion, hear the engine roar. No brakes on the mission, wipe the gauges clean. All systems firing. Fuel the machine. Fuel the machine, feed the fire inside. Horsepower rising with every stride. Built not bought, every bolt of me. Running on the fumes of who I swore I'd be. Red line living, burning gasoline. Full throttle forward. Fuel the machine. Slowly, ticking in the dark. Another day of mileage, another quiet spark. Tomorrow needs its horsepower, tomorrow needs its heat. So rest the pistons deeply and dream of the street. Sunrise is the green flag, you know the routine. Wake up, show up, fuel the machine. They read me my future like it's carved in the stone. I borrowed a chisel and I made it my own. Destiny's a first draft, I rewrite the slate. Watch me bend the storyline, stronger than fate. statistics for a pillow and the odds beneath my bed. The zip code was a sentence and the surname was a cell, and the fortune tellers promised me a first-class seat to fail. But fate forgot one variable when it wrote my part. It never measured circumference of a stubborn heart. I took the hand I was dealt and I trained until it gripped. Turned genetic disadvantages to chips I wouldn't tip. Every limit they predicted I turned into a gate. Every ceiling they installed became another squat rack. Play the stars can keep their horoscope, the palm can keep its line. I carved my own trajectory one rep at a time. If it's written in the stars, then I'll rewrite the sky. If the odds are 1 in millions, I'm the one, that's why. Destiny's a doorway and I will not wait. Kick it off the hinges. Stronger than fate, stronger than fate, harder than the stars. I took the script they wrote me and I filled it with my scars. Destiny proposes but the iron has the vote. I'm the author of my chapters, every line they never wrote. The future isn't fixed, it bends beneath the weight of a soul that keeps on lifting. Stronger than fate. The doctor told my mother I'd be fragile, better watch. Now I'm repping what the fragile kid could never even spot. The counselor suggested I should aim a little low. I aimed above the rafters and I brought the roof in tow. See, fate is just a book, make a setting up the odds. It profits off the people who surrender to the knobs. But every gym is full of stories that the bookies got dead wrong. Comeback kids and late bloomers turning setbacks into song. The amputee marathoner, the grandma with the max, the stutterer who now commands the room and states the facts. We're a congregation of corrections, an amendment to the plan. Poof, the pen of pure persistence beats the printed hand. If it's written in the stars, then I'll rewrite the sky. If the odds are 1 in millions, I'm the one, that's why. Destiny's a doorway and I will not wait. Kick it off the hinges. Stronger than fate, harder than the stars. I took the script they wrote me and I built it with my scars. Destiny proposes but the iron has the vote. I'm the author of my chapters, every line they never wrote. The future isn't fixed, it bends beneath the weight of a soul that keeps on lifting. Stronger than fate. I'm not saying life is fair. I've seen the dice are loaded, seen the strongest people stumble, seen the kindest hearts eroded. But between the cards you're given and the way you play the game, there's a canyon full of choices and it's yours to stake a claim. They can pick the weather but I pick the way I dress. They can bring the earthquake but I engineer the rest. So shake the ground beneath me, tear the map, I understand. I'll rebuild it every morning with the barbell in my hand. Now I stand inside the weight room like a courtroom on my own, cross-examining the prophecies I've already outgrown. Exhibit A, the shoulders that they said would never grow. Exhibit B, the mileage on the legs they rode off slow. The verdict comes back daily and it always reads the same. The defendant keeps evolving and the prophets take the blame. I got sympathy for fate, though it's really not a villain. It's just a lazy novelist who quits at chapter million. So I finish my own story with the moral crystal clear. The future's not a sentence, it's a bar you get to steer. And to anybody drowning in a forecast full of hate, grab the iron, grab the morning, be stronger than fate. If it's written in the stars, then I'll rewrite the sky. If the odds are 1 in millions, I'm the one, that's why. Destiny's a doorway and I will not wait. Kick it off the hinges. Stronger than fate, stronger than fate, harder than the stars. I took the script they wrote me and I built it with my scars. Destiny proposes but the iron has the vote. I'm the author of my chapters, every line they never wrote. The future isn't fixed, it bends beneath the weight of a soul that keeps on lifting. Stronger than fate. And the ink is on my plate. One more rap, one more chapter. Stronger than fate. 5 a.m. and the streetlights hum. The world's still dreaming, but the soldiers come. Boots on the pavement, breathe in the cold. First shift of the willing, this is Dawn Patrol. The alarm is a bugle and I answer rat-a-tat. attention while the city hits the snooze on all its brightest intentions. There's a brotherhood that gathers when the sky is navy blue. The nurses and the builders and the dreamers passing through. We nod across the weight room like the members of a creed. No words are really needed when you're all the early breed. The parking lot's a testament, the frost across the glass. Every car's a little chapel for the ones who go to mass. We worship at the iron while the moon is still on shift. Trading rampant repetitions, cashing darkness for the lift. By the time the sun's alarm goes off and yawns across the sky, we've already won a battle that the daylight can't deny. While they sleep, we build. While they dream, we do. The dark before the sunrise is where champions come true. Roll call for the restless, answer with your soul. Falling with the faithful. Dawn Patrol, Dawn Patrol. First light warriors on the move, stacking wings in the shadows. Oh, with everything to prove. The early hours heavy, but it pays in gold. Discipline's a sunrise, watch the day unfold. Before the world is waking, we already stole the morning and its glory. Dawn Patrol. Let me paint the scene at 5:15. The chalk dust in the air, the hum of ancient treadmills in the creak of every chair. The veteran in the corner who's been coming 30 years. The rookie with the paper plane and motivational fears. There's a mother of 3 children getting strong before they rise. There's a kid rehabbing shoulders with the fire in his eyes. Nobody's here for photographs, the lightning's far too raw. We're here because the morning is the purest hour we saw. No meetings and no messages, no pinging of the phone. Just the honest conversation of the muscle and the bone. The sunrise doesn't judge you, it just watches while you work. And it paints the window golden as a punch card for the perk. While they sleep, we build. While they dream, we do. The dark before the sunrise is where champions come true. Roll call for the restless, answer with your soul. Falling with the faithful. Dawn Patrol, Dawn Patrol. First light warriors on the move, stacking wins in the shadows. Oh, with everything to prove. The early hours heavy, but it pays in gold. Discipline's a sunrise, watch the day unfold. Before the world is waking, we already stole the morning and its glory. Dawn Patrol. It's not about the hour, it's about the vow. The promise made at midnight that you wanna hear it now. Anybody can be mighty when the stadium is loud, but the dawn only recruits the ones who don't require a crowd. So here's the empty weight rooms and the echo of the plates. Here's the frozen windshields and the discipline it takes. The sun will get the credit for the light across the land, but we were here before it with the darkness in our hand. Years from now the memories of meetings will be gone. The emails and the deadlines and the drama on the lawn. But I remember mornings when the world belonged to me. The barbell and the silence and the person I could be. Cause the dawn patrols a mindset more than minutes on a clock. It's choosing what is difficult is building on the rockets. Knowing that the easy road is crowded, slow and flat. And the steep one in the morning dark is where the view is at. So if you're tired of the ordinary, tired of the wall, set the clock for stupid early, it's for the call. The first day it'll hurt you, by the 10th it'll console. By the 100th you'll remember. Dawn Patrol. While they sleep we build, while they dream we do. The dark before the sunrise is where champions come true. Roll call for the restless, answer with your soul. Fall in with the faithful. Dawn Patrol, Dawn Patrol. First light warriors on the move, stacking wins in the shadows. Oh, with everything to prove. The early hours heavy, but it pays in gold. Discipline's a sunrise, watch the day unfold. Before the world is waking, we already stole the morning and its glory. Dawn Patrol. Another mile through the fog. Sleep well tonight. Be ready when the darkness takes its toll. The morning needs its soldiers. Dawn Patrol. Some things bend and some things break. Some things hold whatever quake. Dig past the muscle, past the bone, you'll find iron resolve, the unbreakable kind. it, then it's gone. Resolves are better, embers glowing steady until dawn. I stopped chasing inspiration like a kid chasing a kite, and I built myself a furnace that will run through every night. The secret's not intensity, it's never letting go. It's the grip that keeps on gripping when the progress meter slow. When the scale won't move a gram and the mirror's playing games, when the program's feeling pointless and the sword is all that remains. That's the hour resolve is forged, not under confetti skies, but in gray and boring Tuesdays where the quiet quitter dies. I signed a contract with my future using discipline for ink, and iron resolves the notary that never lets me shrink. Hold the line when it's heavy, hold the line when it's slow. Hold the line when your engine's running way below full. Anything can start a fire, you can keep it lit. Iron resolve means you never, never quit. Iron resolve, deeper than the moon, stronger than the hype train, harder than the root. When the feelings say surrender, I consult my spine. It's forged from every morning that I held the line. Storms will come collecting, but they can't dissolve what was cast in pure conviction. Iron resolve. I watch the new year armies flood the gym like a parade. Treadmills full of resolutions, all the goals freshly made. And by February's whisper, half the battlefield is clear. Not because they lack the passion, but the anchor wasn't here. Passion is a sailboat, gorgeous in the breeze. Resolves a rusty icebreaker that glides through frozen seas. It isn't photogenic and it doesn't trend online. It's the unremarkable repeating of a remarkably plain design. Eat the same, believe in breakfast, lace the same, believe in shoes. Show up to the same old iron with the same refusal to lose. And a compound nature's miracle that nobody can see is quietly converting all that boring into me. Hold the line when it's heavy, hold the line when it's slow. Hold the line when your engine's running way below full. Anything can start a fire, you can keep it lit. Iron resolve means you never, never quit. Iron resolve, deeper than the moon, stronger than the hype train, harder than the root. When the feelings say surrender, I consult my spine. It's forged from every morning that I held the line. Storms will come collecting, but they can't dissolve what was cast in pure conviction. Iron resolve. You rep inside your workout where the bargaining begins, where the brain becomes a lawyer for the softest of your sins. It will cite your busy schedule, it will reference your fatigue. It will offer you tomorrow like a transfer to the league. That's the courtroom where I stand up with my callous right hand, raised and testify the truth of every promise that I made. Objection to the weakness overruled by my resolve. Case dismissed, the set continues, that's how character revolves. Ask the river how it carved a canyon out of stone. It'll tell you it just kept arriving, never left the zone. No single drop was mighty, no single day was grand, but a century is showing up, redesign the land. That's the blueprint of my body, that's the blueprint of my mind. A million unremarkable collisions well aligned. So I don't fear the mountain and I don't preach to the crowd. I just let my decade of arriving answer everything out loud. When my hair's gone gray and my maxes fade like an old tattoo, the result will still be shining like the barbell that it knew. Cause muscles are the entrance, but the principle involved was always something deeper. Iron resolve. Hold the line when it's heavy, hold the line when it's slow. Hold the line when your engine's running way below full. Anything can start a fire, you can keep it lit. The iron resolve means you never, never quit. Iron resolve, deeper than the moon, stronger than the hype train, harder than the root. When the feelings say surrender, I consult my spine. It's forged from every morning that I held the line. Storms will come collecting, but they can't dissolve what was cast in pure conviction. Iron resolve. The fireworks are pretty, but thou take the steady flame. The hype will change its jersey, resolve remains the same. When you strip away the playlist and the mirrors and the apps, it's a person and a promise, and they'll build them on the gaps long after this song's over. May the echoes still revolve, keep showing up regardless. Iron resolve. Yeah, I get ya. Yeah. One day these hands will let the barbell rest, but the echoes of the effort will outlive the chest. I'm not lifting for the moment, I'm lifting for the road. Switch it on forever, legacy mode. I used to train for summer, for the mirror, for the lights, for the flexing, the reflection, and the double tap spikes. Then I held my newborn nephew with my purpose rearranged. Every rep became a letter to a future I could change. Now I train like there's a stadium of people I won't meet. Great-grandchildren in the bleachers watching every squat repeat. Cause the body is a message that we mail across the years. A postcard of our discipline, our habits, and our fears. They won't remember maxes, they'll remember what I stood for. The grandpa doing push-ups when his age to do the couch more. So I stack my daily bricks like every brick's a family stone. Building something bigger than the muscle and the bone. Think beyond the workout, think beyond the year. Think about the shoulders that'll carry what you built here. Every habit is a seed and every seed's a code. Planning for the future. Legacy mode. Legacy mode. Building past my years. Every drop of sweat's a gift to pioneers who haven't yet been born but will walk the path I paved. Strong is what I'm leaving, not just what I say. When they say my name, let it lift a heavy load. Living for the after. Legacy. My father never lifted, but he carried twice the weight. Double shifts and empty pockets just to fill a dinner plate. That's the strength that doesn't chalk up, that's the power lifting soul. He was deadlifting the household, he was squatting out of cold. So when I grip the barbell, I can feel the family grain. Every callus is inherited, every fiber knows the strain. I'm the first one in the bloodline with the membership and time. So I live for every ancestor who never got to climb. The gym is my cathedral and the ancestors my choir. Every TR is a candle and the pain is holy fire. I'm converting generations of survival into strength, turning all their sacrifices into distance and delay. Beyond the workout, think beyond the year. Think about the shoulders that'll carry what you built here. Every habit is a seed and every seed's a code. Planning for the future. Legacy mode. Legacy mode. Building past my years. Every drop of sweat's a gift to pioneers who haven't yet been born but will walk the path I paved. Strong is what I'm leaving, not just what I say. When they say my name, let it lift a heavy load. Living for the after. Legacy. 100 years from now, all my trophies will be dust. The plates will pass to strangers and the barbell gathers rust. But somewhere in the bloodline is a kid who feels a pull and inexplicable insistence when the tank is running full. They wonder why the sunrise makes them itch to go and build. Why quitting feels like treason in the discipline's the thrill. That's me inside the marrow, that's the torch I'm passing down. Not the muscle, but the monster, not the trophy, but the crown. So how do you wanna be remembered? That's the question in the rap. Guess the one who found excuses or the one who had your back. Guess the loudest in the lobby, you're the steady in the storm. That's a cautionary story, you're the setter of the norm. I decided on a Tuesday, nothing special in the sky. That my life would be a ladder, not a fence for passers-by. Every word that since that morning has a passenger on board. Every future kid who needs to see that evidence all reward. Till my final session ends and the drop is set is slow. Don't measure me in kilograms of trophies in a row. Just watch the ones who watch me see the sunrise that they chose. If they're lifting with intention, then I live my legacy. Old workout, think beyond the year. Think about the shoulders that'll carry what you built here. Every habit is a